guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Crack a Bottle.
Okay, so I know this song. I feel like I've known almost every song on this album except for maybe like one, maybe?
Yeah. So Crack a Bottle was, I believe it was the first single.
Was it on the radio?
It was. This was a big
Yeah,
hit.
because I feel like I know the words to it.
I believe they even won a Grammy for it. I
Oh,
think. Or maybe they were nominated. I'm not sure. But either way, it's probably the biggest song off the album.
okay.
Yeah. And then the rest of the album, it's my favorite. So, of course, you know a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yes. So we will break it down.
Okay,
All right.
that sounds good. All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. Our links are in the description below. And there's also our username right here for everything on like TikTok and stuff.
Here we go. Crack a Bottle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, weighing 175 pounds, with the record of 17 rapes, 400 assaults, and 4 murders, the undisputed, most diabolical villain in the world, Slim Shady. So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto. Bitches hopping in my Tahoe. Got one riding shotgun and no, not one of them got clothes. Now where's the rubbers? Who's got the rubbers? I noticed there's so many of them and there's really not that many of us. And ladies love us, my posse's kicking up dust. It's on to the break of dawn and we're starting this party from dusk. Okay, let's go. Back with Andre the Giant, Mr. Elephant Tusk. Fix your must, you'll be just another one bit the dust. Just one of my mother's sons who got thrown under the bus. Kiss my butt, lick from under cheese from under my nuts. It disgusts me to see the game the way that it looks. It's a must, I redeem my name and haters get mushed. Bitches lust, man they love me when I lay in the cut. Fisticuff, the lady give a lady some paper cuts. Now picture us, it's ridiculous, she curses the thought. Cause when I spit the verse, the shit gets worse than worse, it's just sauce. If I could fit the words, this picture perfect works every time. Every verse, every line, as simple as nursery rhymes. It's elementary, the elephants have entered the room. I venture to say with the center of attention it's true. Not to mention back with a vengeance, so hence the signal of the bat symbol. The platinum trio's back on you hoes.
Okay, so these are the funniest wrong lyrics I've ever seen.
He's fist the cup.
There was
I'm like, what?
it says, got bitches riding on my Tahoe, and no, not one of them got gloves. That's what it said. All right. Yeah, so I have the lyrics pulled up on my phone because we go through this every time. Most of these videos suck for the lyrics, and this is no exception. So we're actually really going to need it this time. Okay, so Eminem starts with the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, weighing 175 pounds, with a record of 17 rapes, 400 assaults, and 4 murders, the undisputed, most diabolical villain in the world, Slim Shady. So there is something interesting on Lyrics Genius. I don't necessarily buy it, but it did catch my attention. I happened to click it earlier. So I always just interpreted this as, Eminem, he's just saying, oh, he did this many rapes, this many assaults, this many murders.
Yeah.
Now, somebody on Lyric Genius is claiming that they signify something, which I don't buy it, but I will read what it says. It says the numbers all have significance. The 17 rapes represent 17 different beefs that Eminem had participated in. 400 assaults demonstrate a rough approximation of the different songs and features that M has been a part of, and the 4 murders represents the number of platinum albums that he has.
Maybe.
I think that's a stretch. I do not think that that's what it said, but it did catch my attention, so I was like, even though I think this is bullshit,
It's possible.
yeah, people reach a lot with Eminem, which you don't need to do. There's so much there, but either way. All right. So it starts with the chorus. So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model. You just hit the lotto. I will say, when I first heard the song, I thought it was sloppy. I thought he was saying sloppy model. Yeah, like a sloppy. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it does say,
Snobby.
yeah, it says snobby on here too.
That makes sense.
I mean, they both make sense, but I just figured sloppy because drunk, sloppy drunk. You know
Or
what I
he's
mean?
telling her to crack a bottle and dance, and she's probably just standing there being like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, so it does
Yeah.
make sense. Yes. He said, uh-oh, bitch is hopping in my Tahoe. Got one riding shotgun, and no, not one of them got gloves.
I think I actually read those lyrics as I was singing, and I was like, wait, have I been thinking the lyrics wrong this whole time?
No.
And then I was like, what does that even mean, though?
Yeah, no. It's no, not one of them got clothes, so they're naked. And then he continues, now where's the rubbers? Who's got the rubbers? I noticed there's so many of them, and there's really not that many of us.
So many girls or so many rubbers?
Oh, so you know what?
You know what I mean?
So I think it's the girls, but I don't know that I thought that. I don't know if I just assumed it was the rubbers. No, it is the girls though. 100%. It's because the whole point is like, oh, there's so many girls and only a couple of us, so we're gonna have to have sex with all of them. You know what I mean? Why does this keep playing? This is so weird. My phone. All right. Okay, so yeah, when I was reading this before, I was like, this looks, I feel like these lyrics are out of order here. It starts with
Doesn't it go like, okay, it doesn't say Dr. Dre.
yeah, it says, okay, let's go. And then it starts with right here, back with Andre the Giant, Mr. Elephant Tusk, fix your musk.
He
You'll,
wrote fist the cup. I was like, what?
yeah, so these
What is
are,
that?
these the,
No,
oh,
that's right. That's right. That's the end of the chorus.
it is. I didn't finish it. That's my fault.
Oh, I wasn't sure what you were confused about.
I thought we finished it because I just turned to the next page. I figured the video was broken down like that, like the chorus on one page and then there. Yeah, I'm just fucking stupid. Okay, so yeah, ladies love us and my posse's kicking up dust. It's on till the break of dawn and we're starting this party from dusk. So yeah, kicking up dust, which is an expression to meaning like, oh, we're starting some shit.
Yeah, like it's getting going.
Yeah, it comes from the old west, literally like the horses kicking up
Mhm.
dust, and the posse.
See, like when they say that now, I just think of a car tire, like
Well,
straight,
yes.
like spinning.
Yeah, so I mean, it's evolved that, when you hear someone saying, "Oh, I'm kicking up dust," it means they're starting some shit, they're doing something, they got something going on, but, it did originate from the horses kicking up dust,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then cars too. But yeah, it evolves. Then yes, it's on till the break of dawn, and we're starting this party from dusk. So dusk, dawn, cool little thing there.
Mm.
Okay, now first verse. He says, "Okay, let's go back with Andre the Giant, Mr. Elephant Tusk." Okay, so Dr. Dre's name is Andre.
Yeah.
So he's referring to Dr. Dre as Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant's a professional wrestler. I don't know if you know that. So yeah, he was famous. There's a picture
Oh wow,
of him
he's
here.
really big.
Yeah, he was big in like the 80s, 90s.
Show the people.
I mean, they know. They know who Andre the Giant
He's
is.
big.
Yeah, he's giant. So it's a play on Dr. Dre's name.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Lyric Genius didn't even mention that. That's like the whole point. That's why he's saying back with. The lyrics here are wrong. Back when Andre the Giant. Back with Andre, technically, comma, the Giant. And then he says Mr. Elephant Tusk. So that's a play on apparently Andre the Giant. I never saw this, but Andre the Giant. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm stepping on my dog's tail. She whined. Sorry though. So Andre the Giant was on the show Conan, like Conan the Barbarian.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. So Conan and he played a character, I forget his name, but he had like a giant elephant tusk coming out of his head. He was like a monster, like a creature. So it's a play on that. So back with Andre the Giant, meaning Dr. Dre, but playing Andre the Giant and Mr. Elephant Tusk, an allusion to a character that Andre the Giant played who had an elephant tusk. It's a lot just for that single fucking line. He says, picture us. Is it? I don't trust these. I'm just reading it from here from now on. Yeah, no, picture us. That's wrong. It's fix your musk. You'll be just another one bit the dust. So, another one bites the dust. You're
Like,
gonna die.
yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Just one of my mother's sons who got thrown under the bus. So his mom fucked over him, and he has a brother who she fucked over too by being a bad mom.
Okay.
So he's saying he's just one of his mother's sons who got thrown under the bus. And then it's kiss my butt, lick from under cheese from under my nuts. So this is lick the wonder cheese. So from under cheese, for I'm sure almost all of you know, it's saying with literally from under. So from under cheese. So cheese from under the nuts.
Like smegma.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then right after that line, he goes, "It disgusts me to see the game the way that it looks." So that's not a coincidence. He goes from lick from under cheese from under my nuts. The very next part of the line is, "It disgusts me," but he's not talking about the from under cheese. He's saying to see the game the way that it looks. So it's the game that disgusts him. So he did a cool little thing there. Like,
Cool thing I did.
he's not disgusted by the from under cheese. It's the rap game and the state it's in at this time. He says, "It's a must. I redeem my name and haters get mushed. Bitches lust. Man, they love me when I lay in the cut." And this says fist the cup, which I don't even know what that
He's
means.
saying fisticuffs?
Yeah, fisticuffs. The lady gave her 80-some paper cuts. So he's fighting this chick and giving her 80-something paper cuts, which is a funny line. He says, "Now picture us. It's ridiculous. You curse at the thought. Because when I spit the verse, the shit gets worse than Worcestershire sauce." So that's just a funny play on Worcestershire sauce. I always called it Worcestershire, even though.
Okay, so I know someone who actually was from Worcester, Massachusetts, and that's how you say it
Worcester?
in Massachusetts, Worcester.
I thought they said Worcester.
So she said Worcester. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not remembering. I went to school in Boston
Yeah.
for like a year.
Yeah. So he's
So it
saying.
should be Worcester.
Yeah. So he's saying when he spits the verse, shit gets worse than Worcestershire sauce. So it gets serious, it gets bad. Like, he fucks shit up, he ruins people, and then the Worcestershire just sounds like worse. If I could fit the words as picture perfect, works every time, every verse, every line, as simple as nursery rhymes. So he's saying it's easy for him to rap. It's like nursery rhymes. And then he goes, "It's elementary. The elephants have entered the room." So he did nursery, elementary, little scheme there. The elephants have entered the room. I venture to say we're the center of attention. It's true. Not to mention back with a vengeance. So here's the signal. Is it the signal of the signal? So hence the signal of the bat symbol. The Platinum Trio's back on you hoes. So the Platinum Trio is Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, who are all on this song. And then, yes, so they're back with vengeance. The bat symbol, again, going back to the Eminem show, the superhero illusions.
Yeah.
Him and Dr. Dre are like superheroes. They're here to rescue the game because it disgusts him the way that it looks here. It says the Platinum Trio's back on you hoes. Right, and then we will pick up here.
Platinum Trio's back on you hoes. So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto. Uh-oh, bitches hopping in my Tahoe. Got one riding shotgun and no, not one of them got clothes. Now where's the rubbers? Who's got the rubbers? I noticed there's so many of them in this Philly, not that many of us. And ladies love us, my posse's kicking up dust. It's on to the break of dawn and we're starting this party from dusk. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dre.
They see that low rider go by, they like, oh my. You ain't got to tell me why you're sick, cause I know why. I dip through in that 6 tray like sick 'em Dre. I'm an itch that they can't scratch, they sick of me. But hey, what else can I say? I love LA, cause over and above all, it's just another day. And this one begins where the last one ends. Pick up where we left off and get smashed again. I'll be damned, just fucked around and crashed my Benz. Driving around with a smashed front end. Let's cash that one in. Grab another one from out the stable. The Monte Carlo, El Camino, or the El Dorado. The hell if I know. Do I want leather seats or vinyl? Decisions. Garage looks like precision collision. Or Mako, beats quake like Waco. Just keep the bass low. Speakers away from your face though.
Right.
Oh, that sounds caring. He's like, just keep the speakers away from your face, though.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, I
that's
love.
nice.
So, did I ever show you? You know what? Maybe at the end of the video, I'll play it real quick. There's the reference track leaked for this song. So, reference track is like if somebody, like if you were gonna do a song, right? And you like purchased a song from me, right? I would have created it, and I would rap the words with the flow, and you would
Like a
know.
blueprint,
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
like
So
Eminem's blueprint for Dr. Dre.
yes, so I'll play it right at the end of this. I'm gonna have to find it. It'll take me a second, but it's Eminem rapping this verse that he wrote, and it shows Dr. Dre not only the lyrics, but how to say the lyrics. And then I believe on that version, 50 Cent's not on it, and Eminem just has another verse.
That's kind of like Disturbia by Rihanna. It was actually written by Chris Brown,
Yeah,
and he performed it as well.
that happens a
But
lot.
like, no one really knows the Chris Brown version. Or wait, yeah, because that's Rihanna's song, right?
Yeah,
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 because I've listened to both, so like I can't even remember who originally did it.
yeah. There's some controversy. Drake got into some controversy with reference tracks, because it usually implies like somebody else wrote it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like theirs is a bad one. Like you could just find the Chris Brown one like out and about.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's a reference track. It's almost like he's just like, hey, like this is also mine.
Yeah. All right. So Dr. Dre, Eminem announces Dr. Dre, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dre. And then Dre starts. They see that low rider go by. They're like, oh my, you ain't got to tell me why you're sick, because I know why. I dipped through in that 6 tray like Sick'em Dre,
What's a 6 tray?
63. So I'm guessing the Mercedes AMG 63.
Okay.
Let's see if there's a annotation on Genius. Yeah, the 63, 6 tray.
They change their every car changes their car so often. I never know
Okay,
what they're
so
talking about, like from old songs.
on Lyric Genius, they're saying it's referring to a 1963 Chevrolet Impala that's a lowrider.
And the
If you
bouncing.
guys see the bouncing.
I've actually so I was in Plainview Shopping Center once, and a car literally drove by with the hydraulics like bouncing,
That's so
bouncing,
funny.
bouncing. And it was the first time and the last time I'd ever seen that. I was like maybe like 10. And I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe like older than that. I don't remember, but I only ever saw it once.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. I know this song so well. I've heard it so many times, but I misinterpreted this line because later in the verse he talks about a bend. So I don't know why in my mind I just thought AMG, the 63,
Yeah.
because they do the 63. Yeah, right?
I'm sure they've done it at one point. They
I know the
changed
55,
BMW and
65.
Mercedes are like notorious for changing their numbers
Yeah.
every like 2 years. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. They've done every number.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what they're up to now. They've got like a 2. They're like a 1.
Yeah.
They've done a million.
So I always thought that's what it was referenced to. I mean, now that I'm reading it, it makes sense because he's talking about they see that lowrider go by. They're like, oh my. And he says, I dipped through in that 6 tray, like Sick'em Dre. So, he is talking about the lowrider. Then he says, I'm an itch that they can't scratch. They're sick of me. So everybody's jealous of Dre and his lowrider, his car, it makes them sick. He says, but hey, what else can I say? I love LA because over and above all, it's just another day. So he does this every day. It's common, everyday shit for him. And this one begins where the last one ends. Pick up where we left off and get smashed again. So,
I'm like thinking of this from like Eminem writing it, which is
I'm gonna play it for you at the end.
Oh, right. But I'm still thinking of it.
He's doing
like
it for Dre. You know what I mean? Like it's meant to be Dr. Dre's verse because that's why he's talking about LA. You know, Eminem doesn't live LA.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Says yeah. Did I skip something? So pick up where we left off and get smashed again. I'll be damned. Just fucked around and crashed my Benz. Driving around with a smashed front end. Let's cash that one in. Grab another one from out the stable. The Monte Carlo, El Camino, or the El Dorado. The hell if I know. So he's saying he crashed his Mercedes Benz and he fucked up the front end. He's like, ah, fuck it, let's get a new one. So he's like at the stable, so his collection of cars, his garage, and he's like, oh, which one should I pick? Should I pick the Monte Carlo, the El Camino, or the El Dorado? And he says, the hell if I know. He has like too many choices because he has so many cars. And then he says, do I want leather seats or vinyl? Decisions, decisions. Garage look like Precision Collision.
Is that like a company?
It's like yeah, it's like a auto body shop, which is one of like the big ones in LA.
Okay.
Garage looks like Precision Collision or Mako, so it's another car, place. Beats Quake like Waco.
Waco, Texas?
Yes. So do you know the?
They have a lot of earthquakes?
No, the what was their name? The Branch Davidians. Do you remember them? There was like a big thing in the early '90s, I believe, with David Koresh. He was called the cult leader. And
Oh,
they had the standoff, and the FBI came,
yes.
and the tanks, and they
Yeah.
burned the house down. They killed everybody in it, the
It
kids and
was
shit.
insane.
But
I know what you're talking
one of
about.
the things they did, they had giant speakers, the FBI, and they blasted it at the house to try to, like a torture tactic to try to get them to come out because they wouldn't, they were in the house, they were armed and shit. So when he says beats quake like Waco, it's a reference to when the FBI had the giant speakers blasting, trying to get the Branch Davidians and David Koresh to come out of the house, which is interesting. Just keep the bass low, speakers away from your face, though. So,
Thanks, Dr.
in
Dre.
honor of you. Yes. Right. We didn't listen to the chorus after, right? Or did we? No, we didn't.
Away from your face though.
So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto. Uh-oh, bitches hopping in my Tahoe. Got one riding shotgun and no, not one of them got clothes. Now where's the rubbers? Who's got the rubbers? I noticed there's so many of them and there's really not that many of us. And ladies love us, my posse's kicking up dust. It's on to the break of dawn and we're starting this party from dusk. And I take great pleasure in introducing 50 Cent.
It's bottle after bottle. The money ain't a thing when you party with me. It's what we into. It's simple. We ball out of control like you wouldn't believe. I'm the napalm, the bomb, the dawn. I'm King Kong, get rolled on. Wrapped up and rained on. I'm so calm through Vietnam. Bring the alarm, bring the Sean Dawn. Burn marijuana, do what you want. Nigga, own and own. To the brick of wood, get the paper, man, I'm taking. You know I don't give a fuck. I spin it like it don't mean nothing. Blow it like it's supposed to be blown. Motherfucker, I'm grown. I stunt, I style, I flash the shit. I guess what the fuck I want, so what I trick. Fat ass Birkin bags, classy shit. Jimmy Choo shoes, I say move, a bitch move.
So crack a bottle, let your body waddle. Don't act like a snobby model, you just hit the lotto. Uh-oh, bitches hopping in my Tahoe. Got one riding shotgun and no, not one of them got clothes. Now where's the rubbers? Who's got the rubbers? I noticed there's so many of them and there's really not that many of us. And ladies love us, my posse's kicking up dust. It's on to the break of dawn and we're starting this party from dusk.
We'll need these again in a second, but
Oh, right. Okay.
all right. So third verse, 50 Cent. Eminem comes in and I take the great pleasure of introducing 50 Cent.
It sounds like Canaan. It's just Canaan rapping.
So I will say, I like 50 Cent's verse, but I don't like how he starts his verse. It's a totally different flow than Eminem,
you don't
Dr.
like
Dre,
that?
and the rest of the song.
I kind of like it.
I don't like the way he comes in, where he's like,
It's
"It's
bottle
bottle after bottle." I like when he picks up with like on the dome, King Kong get wrapped up, and that part I like.
And he's like feeling it. He's like putting his foot in the water,
Yeah,
like sticking his
it,
toe in the shallow
it
end.
just for me, it's like you're on the same place with Eminem and Dr. Dre flow wise, and then all of a sudden you just take a deep fucking stop with 50 Cent, but then he picks back up. It's cool. I like it, but I would prefer if he would have rapped this like he did the rest of his verse. So he comes in, it's bottle after bottle. The money ain't a thing when you party with me. It's
Sounds
what
like a lot of fun.
yes. It's what we into. It's simple. We ball out of control like you wouldn't believe. So partying,
That's fun.
getting a bunch of bottles. I'm the napalm, the bomb, the Don. I'm King Kong. Get rolled on, wrapped up, and rained on. Like that's a fucking sick bar. Like
It's
that's
cool how they put rains, like that's a double entendre then. Because like rained on, you're like the king, so like I control you. Or like rained on, like raindrops.
yeah, exactly. And so there's so actually let me do the next. So then he goes, I'm so calm through is it through Vietnam? Let's see. He says, I'm so calm through Vietnam, ring the alarm,
So like I can just walk through war and I'm good.
bring the Sean Don, burn marijuana, do what you want.
Shandong,
Yeah, okay.
Moe.
So this is cool how he does this here. So he starts off with the I'm the napalm, the bomb, so napalm,
Isn't that a
from
bomb?
yes. And so the bomb, right? And then he goes, I'm the Don, I'm King Kong, get rolled on, wrapped up, and rained on. So it's cool. And then he says, I'm calm through Vietnam, ring the alarm. So napalm was famously used in Vietnam to burn the forest, to deforest the place. So,
They
you
wrote
could see shit.
Sean
I know,
Don.
Sean Don, not even Sean Don.
Shandong.
Yeah. What's this? That's champagne? Or is it?
Moe and Shandong.
That's champagne though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive.
I didn't know what type of alcohol it was exactly.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, he carries the napalm bomb through
I
to the
believe that's
yeah, whatever. It's alcohol. Who
yeah.
cares? He carries the napalm, the bomb down to the Vietnam part, which is cool.
Yeah, it's like all like the same
Yeah,
like theme.
yeah.
Same theme.
And then I will point out, it is cool kind of alliteration that get rolled on, wrapped up, rained on. You pointed out the
And there's
double.
like a double entendre even more in there.
What?
Like get rolled on, like you can kind of take it like in a weird sort of stupid way, like rolled on, like they pull up on you like in the car. Or like rolls on, like he literally just rolls over you. Like rolls
Oh,
mows you down.
you're right. I didn't even. I only thought about getting. Yeah, you're right. The rolled up. I only thought about getting rolled over.
And then like wrapped up, it comes to like you could get like wrapped up in the situation or like wrapped up in a body bag.
Body bag, which
And
is the
then
way.
rained on is a triple entendre, could also be bullets. So it's like
Yeah,
rained on, like he's just like ruining your whole life, and rained on, like he's the king. Or
yeah,
like rained on bullets.
for sure. And then the rolled on and wrapped up part is kind of
Kind of reminds me
weed,
of yeah.
weed
So it's
illusions.
like a third. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good. That's why I said this. I like here the first part. I don't like his slow momentum in it. You know what I mean? But I guess that's what gives this part so much more oomph. You know what I mean? That he
Yeah.
like let into it. So yeah, bring the Sean Don, burn marijuana, do what you want.
Marijuana.
That's how he says it. It's abbreviated. I think it even says it here.
Marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana. There's no A. There's an apostrophe after the N. Do what you want,
Okay.
man. On and on till the break of what? It's funny he doesn't do dawn because it would rhyme. You know what I mean? So it's interesting that he did to the break of what instead of dawn. He says, "Get the paper, man. I'm caking. I don't give a fuck. I spend it like it don't mean nothing. Blow it like it's supposed to be blown." So the money.
Evil little here and there.
And he says, "Motherfucker, I'm grown. I stunt, I style, I flash the shit. I gets what the fuck I want. So what? I trick." So he's saying, it ain't tricking if you got it. I know. I laughed out loud. I didn't know if you caught it. We'll get to it.
It's dancing, I think.
Yeah. So he says, I gets what the fuck I want. So what? I trick. So he's saying, it ain't tricking if you got it. He gets so much money. He gets whatever he wants. So it doesn't matter that he tricks and spends a lot of shit. Then he says fat ass burgundy bags. Birkin bags.
Hermes, Birkin,
Yeah, I was gonna
most
say
expensive bag
yeah, handbag.
available, like
Yes.
23,000, 25,000. Depending on what they're made of, you can get like an ostrich one, like 60,000.
Yeah, those are
Like
wild.
these are unaffordable, unattainable, and you
Well,
can't just go
I
into
was just about to say
you
that.
cannot just go into Hermes and buy a Birkin. They will laugh at you. They might not laugh at you, but they'll like explain like you need to actually be an Hermes shopper.
Yeah,
Like you need to
celebrities.
buy a bunch of items from Hermes before they'll even offer you one. And they'll offer you have to take other bags. Like they'll offer you like a Kelly bag. They'll offer you other types of bags and you have to take them. And then eventually you might be offered a Birkin and it's probably not going to be one that you want. Like it'd be like electric blue, but it's not free. Like you still have to pay for
Yeah,
it.
there's celebrities that can't get their hands on them. Although I did just see, I think DJ Khaled, just on Twitter or something, he got 2 Birkin bags for his wife in like France or something somewhere.
It's not hard. You just have to be a frequent
Well,
spender
it
with
is. It
Hermes.
is hard. You like you said, you have to be invited, right? Like
Well, it's not even invited. Like you go into May, you start buying stuff. You develop a relationship with your sales associate there. They have a special name for them. I can't remember what it is, but then they start offering you bags,
yes.
and they'll offer you lesser bags before that, like a Kelly bag, which is still a great bag, but it's not a Birkin, or like something else. I don't know. Or you should start buying the ones that are actually for sale in the store. And then you might be offered a Birkin. It depends. Depends how much they like you and what they have in stock. Because they're not just like shelling out Birkins. You know what I mean? Like they're few and far between and they're not made that often.
Yes. So he says fat ass Birkin bags, classy shit, Jimmy Choo shoes.
Jimmy Cho.
Cho,
It was a
yeah.
knockoff.
Yeah, so Jimmy Choo, kind of expensive shoes.
Yeah.
Then he says, I say move, bitch move. So when he says move, bitches move, and then it goes back into the chorus. And then it fades out. All right. So crack a bottle. I'm going to look up the reference track while you talk.
Okay, so great song. Real quick, you actually can get a Birkin if you want, if you go to a consignment store, but it'll still be like 23,000 or probably even more.
Really?
But yeah, you can go to like I don't know, any of the consignment shops. Like you can get like Fashion File or like What Goes Around Comes Around, or just do your own research. You'll find them somewhere, but just make sure they're properly authenticated if you plan on buying one. So Crack a Bottle. It's fun. Definitely a really fun song. It's fun to dance to. It's fun to sing along with. I remember when it was on the radio, so I might be kind of partial to it because I know this song.
Yeah.
But it's a great song. It's very fun. Like he definitely knew what he was doing. He wrote a hit single that made it to the radio, might have won a Grammy, allegedly, maybe. It's just fun.
Yeah, no, it's a classic song. It's classic because it's 3 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But not only that, it's like a semi crowd pleasing song. I
This
mean,
was a
my
big
parents probably wouldn't listen to it, but like,
yeah,
for the age, for anyone 30 and younger, 35 and younger, it's like a crowd pleasing song. Like, who wouldn't like this song?
yeah, no, it's awesome. I love it. The flow. I still think Eminem has the best verse, but I think Dre's verse is cool. 50 Cent
I like 50's
after
verse.
that
It's fun.
verse.
I like the way that he raps it. It's fun.
Yeah. So here it says it's the first single from Eminem's 6th studio album, Relapse. The song went on to win the Grammy Award for Best Performance by a Duo or Group
Oh,
in
cool.
2010. And then it says on February 12th, 2009, the song broke the first week digital sales record with 418,000 downloads, topping T.I.'s Live Your Life.
Interesting.
And then it says the
Wait, those
songs.
were around the same time?
Mhm.
Damn.
Then it says the song's appearance in the Hot 100 marked Eminem's first appearance on the chart as lead vocalist in 2 years. His previous entry was You Don't Know.
Mm,
Okay, so real quick, we're not going to listen to the whole thing. We're going to real quick listen to the last 2 verses. If you guys don't want to hear it, you can go. But this is yes, see you later. So this is the original reference track version of Eminem rapping. I will point out too, I'll play real quick. So at the end of Eminem's verse, he says, of the bat symbol, the platinum trio is back on you hoes, right? In this version, I believe he says the platinum duo because it was just supposed to be him and Dr. Dre at this point.
dip through in that 6 Now where's the rubbers? Who got the rubbers? I notice there's so many of them, and there's really not that many of us. And ladies love us, my posse's kicking up dust. It's on to the break of dawn, and we're starting this party from dusk. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dre. They see that low rider go by there like,
Dr.
oh my.
Dre.
You ain't got to tell me why you're sick, cause I know why. I dip through in that 6 tray like Sick'em Dre. I'm an itch that they can't scratch, they're sick of me. But hey, what else can I say? I love LA, cause over and above all, it's just another day. And this one begins where the last one ends. Pick up where we left off and get smashed again. I'll be damned, just fucked around and crashed my Benz. Driving around with a smash front end, let's cash that one in. Grab another one from out the stable. The Monte Carlo, El Camino with the El Dorado. The hell if I know, do I want leather seats or vinyl? Decisions. Garage looks like precision collision. Or Mako, beats quake like Waco. Just keep the bass low, speakers away from your face though. So crack up.
All right, so I'm going to play a little more.
So
But
this is really funny though, because even him rapping it, I'm like, that's not a rap Eminem would make.
it's not.
It's not.
And you're hearing
It's
me.
not even his personality.
I know, that's what's brilliant about it. And he's trying to sound like Dre, you know what I mean? So that's why.
Mhm.
So, okay, let's listen real quick. There is.
Now where's the rubbers? Not that many y'all the break of dawn with. Back with Andre the Giant, living haters get more shit. The words is picture perfect works every sense have entered the room. I've been not to mention back with the vengeance, so hence the signal of the bat symbol. The platinum duo's back on you ho.
So, platinum duo, he said there instead of trio, the original. Now, I believe there's one more verse that's not on the.
That would make
So crack
sense.
a bottle, popping in my tongue. Who got the rubbers? I'm just really not that many ladies love us. My phone's on to the break of dawn, and we're starting this party from dusk. It's sorta like pouring Drano down a live volcano. You never know what'll happen next, it may blow. Same thing happens to the beats when Dre flows. I talk shit, but my dick's long as my payroll. I get ass like a ball player, but I'm a boss player. Pimpin' hoes from here to Australia, till I get heart failure. Look at you, half of y'all are all scared. Other half hands up in the air like, oh yeah. This is our year, this is what you call sheer talent. But I think at this point it's just obvious. Fears. They say my music's good for all queers, cause I make your earring, get it? Piercing all ears. Call us the mafia, we got the fucking mob here. Give me the hate and I'll feed off of yous all year. Shit, I'm just doing my job here. You don't want no problem, dear. Fuck it, I'll even crack a bottle for you. So crack a bottle.
Okay, so that was another Dre verse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
I
didn't
wasn't
hear?
sure if that was for Dre or for like anybody else.
No, so you could hear it in his voice, and then there was even a line. He's like, that's just what Dre do.
Interesting.
And I feel like Dr. Dre should have used that verse instead of the
So
first
he was
one.
to pick one or the other. The second one was
Well,
a little more Eminem-y
No,
than the first one.
it sounded like originally the idea was it was going to be Dr. Dre's original verse, right? But first, and then Eminem normal
I
verse
like
in
Dre
the
with
middle.
gold.
Yeah, and then Dre that verse at the end. That was actually a sick. I forgot. For some reason I thought it was Eminem's verse, but it was Dr. Dre's.
Interesting.
That was sick. I really liked.
Wow.
There was some that he's like my music for all queers. Keep your ear ringing, which is cool. Like ear ringing. You know what I mean? Ringing in your ear, and
Yeah.
then ear ring.
Okay.
You should play on
I just didn't know what that had to do with queers.
earrings.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's a dated diss,
Yeah.
I mean, I have earrings,
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. So, reference track, just thought I'd include that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I actually like the beat effects in the chorus. I like in this demo version, I know it's not mastered and it's not clean,
It's more
but
pronounced.
I liked that sound of it. It was like
Yeah.
cool. Sounded like almost like EDM, like dance type of instruments.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right.
So yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on all social media channels. And we'll see you tomorrow and Merry Christmas.
Yes. See you. Bye.
Yeah.